Here we go.
I almost miss it.
Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to GrowedUpGeek Gaming. Hey, we're back. It's been a while. Your home for narrative and roleplay focused tabletop role playing game live play campaigns here on Twitch at twitch.tv/GrowedUpGeek. Thank you for watching. It is Friday, so we're here for our late night drow campaign, Legacy of Blood, episode 5 today. We're getting towards the tail end of our little mini series here. Before we jump into our big episode, we'll do character intros, introduce everybody, a quick recap, and then jump right into our big episode. I'll start. God, I'm rusty at this. Manny at GrowedUpGeek on your social medias, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. If you like what we do here, give us a like, follow, subscribe, high five, fist bump, consent given, pat on the butt. Anything to get your support, we really appreciate it. We are live here sporadically, but regularly scheduled Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Tuesday, we'll be switching over to a Pathfinder campaign from our original D&D 5th edition flagship group. Wednesday, we'll continue on with our high-level limited campaign Dynasty of Dragons, and then Friday nights here also with D&D 5e for Legacy of Blood. Those are our shows. Our videos are available on demand on YouTube on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. You can catch us there. And I think that's about it for me. All right, that's enough of me. Let us meet our amazing cast, who we haven't been together in a while, but I am sure they will be great as always. Let us start. Let's go in birth order as we always do. Let's start with the initial family disappointment, the oldest son, who mom's dead, so you got that going for you. Michael, tell us about Sorn.
Sorn, he is. Things are going Sorn's way. Or at least that's what Sorn's thinking. 2 down, 2 to go. Family revenge, and then other plans. So Sorn's feeling his oats, as we could tell by last week with all the talking, So Sorn's in a good place. At least he thinks he is.
All right. Sometimes that's all you need. All right, let us slide over to the perpetrator of probably the most drow thing I've ever been privy to while actually playing this game. Our winner of a somewhat lopsided single combat encounter with the weapons master for the dominant house. Tenta, tell us about Silah.
I'm Tenta. I play Silah. And Silah is obviously a very crafty and wise fighter on top of being a savage fighter. And most people don't realize that and think there's only one dimension to him, but he's undefeated for a reason.
Fair enough. All right. I mean, yeah, fair. All right. Let us slide over to our twins in the family. Let's start with G. Tell us about Sabiiro. You're going to be going back to school. Something of a kind of thing for you. We've dealt with some of your school time issues in your interpersonal relationships. How's it going to feel to actually go back?
Sabiiro. I don't know. How long has it been since they've been out of school? Has it been just a year, 2 years, 3 years?
I don't know. You guys are in your 40s. I was like, if the thing, if the age corresponds, probably a couple, 5, 6. It's probably been a little bit.
Okay.
You just, you're just above entry level in your positions. Post graduation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, I guess that would be. I imagine it'd be impactful to him in some way. So I don't know. We'll see. He's not thinking about it. Not really. Not until he walks in. He's like, oh shit. Everything is so much smaller.
I was just going to say, I was going to make that exact joke. You're going to walk in and be like, I thought this place was bigger. I think it's almost universally true for everybody to go back to school and go, what the hell is this? Jesus. Crammed in here. All right. Let us meet last our little sister, the child matron mother always wanted. Finally got it right on the 4th shot. Let's tell us about Ssapiira.
Ssapiira's just having a great time hanging out with her brothers that she loves very much. And there were some pretty bad lies told about Lilith, but we cleared that up pretty good. When Matron Mother didn't die from a spider, she did, however, die from a big ball of fire, and that was pretty sad. Not super sad because we didn't really like her. She wasn't very nice.
Yeah, I would say some of you happier than others, as it
But
goes.
now everybody wants me to lead them. That's kind of a bummer because not really the leadership type, even though I'm a lady and everybody wants me to lead. Mostly, I just want to talk to my mushrooms and maybe figure out why I keep dreaming about a big giant mushroom in the sky that glows. That's a little weird. Anyway.
I just want to stay in my lane.
But the group's all back together, so we're gonna go figure out what's going on. Lots of weirdness.
Yes. All right. That's our amazing cast. So glad to have them when I can make it. We're not dealing with a hurricane or with horrendous weddings. So last time, the party, in pursuit of not only kind of runaway messenger through the streets of Menzoberranzan, but also trying to locate the source of 2 flares that had been shot off, seemingly to signal some new stage of this grand plan by House Verger to eliminate the party's family root and stem. And in doing so, the panic caused by the false proclamations of Sabiiro's buddy from high school caused a panic in the streets, which had a ripple effect through the streets. Like we made the joke, let 3-4 people start running and see what happens. And as the streets kind of calmed down, they became like suddenly congested and on edge. And as the party made their way through with exceptionally clever play, including lots of coughing on people, playing on the stereotype that the Drow are somewhat germophobic, managed to make their way through a very crowded and potentially hostile street simply by coughing and not wanting to expose innocent bystanders or anybody else to this. Cleared their way through. Upon arriving at the location of the shot of the first flare, they found the weapons master for House Verger, a large and impressive drow who thought that this would be the time to challenge Silah to one-on-one combat. And upon disarming and disrobing, to wrestle like Greek style, throwing the DM for a loop and killing him in probably one of the most amazing and very drow ways possible. Slid down, vanquished, and dead into a pool in the middle of the city of Menzoberranzan. And upon doing so, 2 more flares were shot up. One of them seeming to have come from the academy, where the prominent drow children are learned to prepare themselves for their roles in their own families, and then one of them appearing to come from the actual property of the house for House Verger. So with those flares going off, Vazen, Verger having been defeated and laying mutilated essentially in a pit of disgusting underdark sewage water. We will pick back up tonight, episode 5 of Legacy of Blood. A family friend is what we're going to call tonight's episode. So, Silah, you have absolutely just decimated Vazen Verger. He talked a bunch of smack. He had a good plan. The omnipotent, handsome, bearded person who was guiding him was thrown for a loop, and he ended up vanquished in a very quick encounter. So he stands there. I guess you're kind of standing over him triumphantly, looking down in the what's left of him in this kind of chunk missing out of the streets. What would you like to do as he kind of lays there? And I guess you're just gonna be heavy panting from just beating dudes' ass?
Yeah, exhaustion. I'm pretty exhausted. That was not an easy battle. He did hit me in the kidneys a couple of times too.
Wow.
So I am a little bit wincing kinda, but Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing.
Okay.
Start in a minute. I'll start collecting my armor and recomposing myself.
Okay. Ssapiira, you've watched your brother, like absolutely just lay waste to this guy who also had some cryptic things to say about you. Mostly that you were something of a piece of interest of this family and seeming having been so since the beginning. He's dead now. The J.J. Abrams mystery box continues to open. More questions than answers at this point. You've seen your brother just absolutely smash this dude. So how are you feeling? What do you want to do as the two kind of flares go off in the distance? One seemingly relatively close and one kind of off a little bit.
I did get shot with a bunch of arrows. So as I like land, I'm gonna pull the arrows out and little, like from the arrow hole wounds, little mushrooms are gonna sprout out as I like heal myself up a little bit. And I'm gonna look at everyone else like, I guess we keep going.
Sabiiro, you're up on the roof. You've got kind of a pretty good view of the city, the large academy of which you attended. Off in the distance, the trail of smoke from the flare, easily seen. Your brother decimated somebody. The sudden interest in your sister comes kind of out of nowhere. What are you thinking? What do you want to do?
Well, and those assassins just ran off after they shot her.
Yeah.
And then they just ran off and just, yeah. Seeing that flare go off, seeing from the academy. Sabiiro would probably tell them that he sees that the flare is coming from the academy. And I guess he'd probably go over to Ssapiira and see if she's okay. So he'd say like, the flare is from the academy. We should head that way next. And he'll come over down, just gonna walk down the building sideways, hop down and go over to Ssapiira and just kind of like see her tend to her wounds and see if there's anything he can do. Do you need any help?
Mm-hmm.
Kind.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorn, you seem to be kind of your brother's Don King in this endeavor, kind of a relentless hype man. You watched him just absolutely decimate somebody. Your sister, who you seem to have your own somewhat kind of plan for, also seems to be of interest to House Verige. And after everybody's dead, your sister begins to tend to her wounds. Sabiiro comes down to look at her. Silah stands there exhausted from the actual combat. What would you like to do?
First of all, I like to make a correction. It's not House Verige. It's House Furman.
Okay.
In Sorn's head. Furman, because that's what they are.
Yeah.
Sorn is never been prouder of his brother than he is right now. The whole thing felt like it was Sorn wrote the script and said, here, this is what we're going to do. And Sorn had nothing to do with it. Sorn is looking at his brother, helping him put his armor on, going, great job. That's the way you have to think. Just talking the whole time into Silah's ear, going, absolutely. Do one thing and then hit him with another.
Really being his boxing coach over there, yeah.
Exactly.
Rubbing his shoulders, all right, I'll give him the next round. Okay, I'll give him,
yeah. Right. I think the Don King metaphor is absolutely perfect because that is what Sorn's doing. Because he knows Sorn doesn't have to fight because he has Silah, and he knows that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He doesn't have to do these things because he has Silah. All he has to do is point Silah in the right direction and go, "Hey, there, let's go."
Mhm.
And Silah is more than acceptably happy to go, "All right, let's go."
Yeah, it works out really well.
It does.
As you stand there, everybody kind of taking stock of what's going on. Almost out of nowhere, this is a pretty large and open space around this crack in the floor. Suddenly, seemingly catching all of you's unawares, a very slender, handsome, brightly dressed drow, adorned in what can only almost be described as plumage, especially a very large purple feather from his hat atop a nicely shaved head, who comes in a very big round of applause. Good evening, revolutionaries of Menzo Baranzan. And he kind of stands there just in the most like cocky posture that somebody could have, seemingly by himself, seemingly having seen what just transpired. There is not an edge of concern given off at all. He rapier from his hip. He even kind of like leans on it while it's still like in its little holster on its side. So I see you just kind of making your way through the city, wreaking havoc amongst the hierarchy. And I'm going to say, we've never met, but big fan so far of all of this. I'm sure you know who I am.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So I need no introduction. I've been following you for a few hours or so. One of the more interesting stories in the city right now, especially not pertaining to my own interests here. And I was wondering if there was an opportunity that maybe we could help each other in these endeavors. What do you say?
What offer do you propose?
Huh. Yes.
I always like to listen to a good offer.
The older brother, direct and to the point. The thinker of you, if you will. My apologies, no disrespect intended to the others.
Me and Ssapiira just like looking at each other, shrugging. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Who is this guy?
Let's just say I know something that you do not and cannot find out without me. In exchange for my wealth of knowledge, I simply require two things which I believe coincide with your own desires.
Such as?
The first one, judging by these flares of panic, you've drawn quite the attention of the dominant house, and they seem to have retreated to their respective strongholds. Lucky for all of us, the two things that I require are one in each stronghold. In a private reading room that some may call... what's the word? A prison cell? There's a book. It's mine. And before I leave this place, I feel it's time to get my affairs in order and gather all of my sentimental things. And I would like my book returned to me. He kind of looks over his other shoulder towards the second flare. That one's very simple enough. I simply ask for the head of Matron Mother Farage.
Vermin.
She and I haven't really seen eye to eye since her regime began, and I feel like this town could use a little bit of a shakeup. And he's going to make a very clear point to kind of crane his neck and look at Ssapiira. Maybe some new blood, if we will, atop to shake up this kind of stale, backbiting, circular firing squad society. At the end, I have commitments in town that preclude me from getting these things myself. Should you gather these things for me, I will provide you what probably will amount to the last piece of information to finish up your little vengeance quest here.
Big promise.
Yeah, who are you again? Who are you?
I so
Brother?
infrequently
Brother?
come to this town. My reputation is lost upon the younger generation.
Sorry.
It's fine. Your parents never really told you of the greatness of one Jarl Axel, and tips his hat,
Yes.
gives you a
Jarl Axel
very
the Insipid?
deep, very big flourish and kind of showy bow, exposing his perfectly shaved head in defiance of drow norms. And with another
Sounds familiar.
big flourish, puts it back on.
Sorn will say hush hush to the twins
Don't hush me.
and say and then look at Jaraxo and said, I apologize for the lack of proper respect given to you in this city of people that need to know things and can find things. You are one of the best.
It's fine.
So
I don't
all
spend
you
enough
want-
time here.
All you want is a book and a head.
A book and a head.
That's all. That's all he wants.
A
For
book and a
what?
head.
What do you have to tell us? The sky is blue. Who cares? What
What?
can you possibly tell us that will
It's
make
not.
such a difference?
I'm confused.
Silah's just staring daggers at him right now.
I'm really confused.
I'm going to pat Silah's shoulder and go, give me a second.
The sky is black.
It's dark up there.
It could be any color. I'm
That's-
not
That's,
sure.
that's
What
not
is-
actually a sky.
What is he talking
That's-
about?
Look it up.
It
What?
was metaphorical.
Oh.
Why are you
He
questioning?
read it.
from
Wait,
the street?
wait, did you? Wait. Has it? Did you read that in a book?
What? Ssapiira's really
Is that what's in
confused
that
now.
Read.
Of course, I can read.
Is that a saying?
Let's.
Never heard. I haven't
will
heard that
look
one.
at Jaraxel and say, I will look at Jaraxel while the peanut gallery continues to talk.
We do that.
I will look at Jaraxel and go, I could care less if the city burns to the ground. We will have our revenge in any way possible. So if this book, so be it, some ancient evil artifact that will destroy the human people, that's fine by me. And I was already planning to take the head of the matron mother. You can have it after I show it to everybody in Mesobaran when I put it on a pike. You certainly may claim it. I have seen no problems in anything that you said. We're going to get this done one way or the other. So all the information I need, can be gathered.
He's pulled out a dagger and kind of barely paying attention, kind of cleaning under his fingernails. Well, then very good. It seems we are in agreement. I will find you as I have my ways. You can meet me at the gates of the House Verger, should you complete your task. And in the meantime, I have other affairs to attend to in this city that I wish to wrap up quite promptly before my permanent departure. I'm to be made a Masked Lord of Waterdeep, if you had not heard. And I'm going to go be mixing with the surface races and stirring up a little trouble with the big powers that be on the surface. So I wish you the best in your endeavors, our shared goals. And until the tasks are completed, it has been a pleasure. And I bid you farewell. And just as effortlessly, he's going to deep bow, continue kind of cleaning his fingernails, and just absent-mindedly, like, walk away very calmly, never turning his head to look back, and just as he makes his way and disappears down one of the alleys.
Going to the surface?
Yes, he's bringing bear.
Who was
Burger
that
Death.
guy?
Yeah, who
Up
was
to
that
the-
guy?
I don't understand.
He is
Why
the
were you
leader?
giving him reverence?
He is the leader of the Berger Day. I can't say the name right. I'm sorry.
I tried to brush up on it before. Don't worry about it.
How do you know him?
He is the master of collecting information. All masters of secrets strive to be like him. They strive and fail. There were literally, I would have to count without accurate, 50 people surrounding us, and you never would know. You couldn't touch him before you would be dead. And if he has information for us, then let the surface world burn.
Yes.
Let it burn.
Who cares about them?
This feather is funny, but not in the haha way.
I don't think he was going to burn the surface world. I think he was going to be their leader.
Then let
should
them
burn
lead.
it.
Let him lead.
Okay.
He will help us in what we need. And that's all that matters.
Okay. Well, then we should get going.
Yeah. Silah's gonna finish putting his armor on, and his
yeah.
hound, his Nubis hound goes and snaps over his head. Let's go.
Sorn is going to take this time to hand Silah one of his little itty bitty house pins as a token of him saying, "Great job. Here, put this on your armor."
What is it?
Buckeye.
The little bit, I have those little itty bitty house pins for every time you do something that I
Oh yeah,
think
gold
that-
star.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Gold
Why
star.
not?
There you go, gold star.
I'll just
It's and you have rows of them because we've been out patrolling, but they're all on your. So I'll hand him that one for.
Hey, buddy, I'm running out of room.
Excellent job.
I'm running out of room here.
I look well decorated at
Yeah.
this point.
He looks like my kid's art
Exactly.
project. And just covered in stickers. Is this glitter? What the fuck is this?
Scratch and sniff, actually.
Why is it everywhere? Glitter's everywhere.
So he walks off, just the most confident, like just absolute swagger as he does so. And like I said, doesn't even turn back, just kind of, all right, cool, we're good. And then just starts walking away cleaning his nails.
Whatever. Sabiiro like turns back to Ssapiira just to make sure everything's fine. Then guess we'll start walking off toward the academy.
Okay. All right. You make your way through. The city seems to have kind of returned to normal as you kind of radiate out from the city square. The effects, the ripple effects of the kind of panic caused by the botched execution have lessened. And the further away you get, it seems much more like a kind of regular day. There is a very good chance that there are people, a good significant amount of people, walking the streets, coming and going from the academy, who are completely unaware of the happenings thus far today in the city, whether it be the attack on your house, the botched execution, the death of now 2 members of the ruling house. As you make your way up towards Sabiiro, from the roof, you could see that the flare came from one of the towers that you would know as the Archmage's Tower. It's kind of the administration building of the academy, between the melee part where Silah was trained, the wizard part, and then the high priestess part as well. And as you make your way up the long walk to these kind of series of connected rocky islands. So don't mind that. Okay. All right. You are barely going to fit in there. Okay. You walk your way up. You see in front of you kind of like this, like a guardhouse that would prevent any kind of riffraff from making their way up to the administration building of the university. In the back, you see the very tall tower, like a bridge connecting a little rock island from the rest.
What's surrounding the island?
It's just like a drop off. I couldn't really kind of convey like a short distance. So it's about a 15-foot fall from here to like the bottom. It's not just like an infinite like abyss.
Right. Okay.
I just couldn't.
15 feet.
Yeah. I just couldn't convey like the height difference without like being like, hey, I'll just jump down here, and you're like, well, it's 15 feet. So I was like, all right, look, if you're gonna jump, it's we gotta think about this.
Okay.
And then the guard shack's gonna basically block your path. You may have been here. Academic advisement. Maybe you got in trouble. So, yeah. So like I said, this guard tower, it's going to block your way. All the doors. You can... Now, you're not going to be able to really see, like, beyond, like, too far. The tower looms, like the little bridge between the kind of outcroppings, but that's about it.
What does the guard shack look like?
It's a 2-story building. You're going to walk up like a level, and then it goes through, and then you would imagine it kind of clear. You would know. You go past like a security kind of checkpoint. They check your business for being there, and then you just proceed out the backside to kind of continue up.
Okay. Do we see anyone?
Are they going to stop us at the guard check?
Do we see people?
You have to go through it. You don't see anybody right now, so the only way to progress would be to, like, I'm trying to think of like what's the best.
It's
kind of like
go around it.
I mean, yeah, you could, but like, sorry, I didn't mean to. Like,
what are these purple things?
Glowing mushrooms. These seem to
Beautiful.
actually not be afflicted by whatever you saw in the forest. These look nice and healthy and give off this, obvious kind of
Ooh.
purplish iridescent glow to them, bioluminescent glow.
This is where we should set back up.
Maybe.
We'll just take over the campus. Yeah.
Screw it.
Let's become administrators.
Yeah.
Okay. So do we want to go through the? Do we want to go through the building or go around it?
There's nothing these academics can do. Let's walk.
I would like to cast Speak with Plants
Okay.
on the mushrooms.
Okay.
And especially if they look like they're difficult terrain, but just like right next to us. And I just want to say hi and ask them how they are. it affects so it's within 30 feet of me, and it lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so I can turn difficult terrain into ordinary terrain, or vice versa. And they can't like uproot themselves and move around, but they can move their tendrils or stalks and communicate with me.
You spoke with the mushrooms in the mushroom forest, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. You will notice, not to make broad generalizations about mushroom kinds, there's a kind of standard like cadence and kind of delivery to the way they speak. The ones in the mushroom forest were slower and labored in their communication. These are not that. They seem, in your experience from all the times you've probably talked to mushrooms, much closer to your everyday conversations with any kind of fungus. And as they kind of communicate, very cordial. We're doing fine. We like being up here. We're very well taken care of.
Good.
Whatever the equivalent is to like a cough or something, like a little bit of the kind of hood of the mushroom kind of like looks a little saggy. Some of the gills kind of fall a little bit. He seems optimistic, kind of dismissive almost of, yeah, I'll be fine. It's just one of those things. And then slowly you can kind of see some of the other ones, just little tiny spots here and there that just in these otherwise healthy plants, these very conspicuous kind of little spots that you can just begin to see. That most likely in your expertise you could see are kind of the beginnings of some malady for them.
Okay. I'll just politely ask them to let us pass if it's like getting thick in any part.
Okay. They're going to kind of do their best to kind of like part as you can. You're not going to, like literally part a space.
Oh, yeah.
But with big steps, and you can kind of step between them. And you will find yourself on. Oops. Oh my God, the wrong thing.
While you're doing that, and we're moving, Sorn is going to be constantly keeping his eyes going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That way, no one can sneak up on us, or keep looking behind him, keep making sure that he stays alert, and that no one is going to come from behind.
There's no one in the guard shack.
Everybody give me a perception check, please.
That's what.
Plus 8. 14 plus 8. 22.
Okay.
14.
I also got 14.
I wasn't really looking that hard, I guess.
So glad you're paying attention. You're paying attention.
Yeah,
your helm, maybe you can't see everything from your helm.
Yeah, and I'm messing with a glove that just won't get quite all the way on.
Yeah.
Like
God
OJ.
damn it.
Did he dent it? Oh.
It stretched when I pulled it off earlier.
Sorn, what'd you get?
Nat 20, so
Okay.
that would be 30.
Okay. Ssapiira?
4.
Okay. So Sabiiro and Sorn. Yeah,
I am.
Yeah, you don't want to be rude.
I'm busy.
You're listening to your little mushroom friends. Silah, because of your helmet. Ssapiira, because you don't want to be rude to your little mushroom friends. You just kind of casually step through, going around. Sorn and Sabiiro, you're going to hear what sounds like a kind of conversation, like jovial conversation going on between at least 2 voices inside the guard shack.
The one we just went through?
You guys went around.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So it just seems like two beings, like kind of speaking back and forth. No alarm tone, no nothing. Just two people having a conversation.
Can we like hear what they're saying?
If you want to like get up on the steps, because it's gonna raise to like a little landing, and then the door.
I see what you're saying. Oh, I got you. I see the picture. I see how that looks like. Nah, never mind.
Not that. I'm not that.
Let's just keep walking through.
Yeah, keep walking. They didn't notice us. Well, let's just keep walking.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
Sorn will go. And then try to tell them, although the seal is not going to be very quiet because, seals have got 400 pounds of armor on.
Clang,
Try
clang.
stealthily. Clang, exactly. Try stealthily to walk past the guard tower without raising too much.
I mean, I'll say nothing.
Yeah, no alarm. Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, they're good. Like you said, you're unaware, but oh no, you were. So yeah, hearing them, you're gonna kind of be extra quiet. There's no pause or that kind of like break in a conversation that would seem like something drew their attention or something interrupted. They just regular back and forth. You're gonna make your way around. Mushrooms are gonna kind of politely close behind you. So from the
They're so nice.
from the other side of it, they're no snitches. They know what's up.
Mhm.
And everything's going to kind of go back to normal. The conversation's going to continue inside the guard shack. In front of you, you're going to see like a bridge over the gap to the large tower. And at the end of the bridge are going to be two very large and almost artificially colored spiders in a world and a culture that reveres them. You've never seen these before, and they look like regular spiders just with like a new like premium skin on them. Somebody used $5 for a microtransaction for a badass spider skin. These are like a vivid purple.
First, damn UEA for microtransactions.
Yeah. We'll slam them while we get a chance.
Yes.
And they.
Second, Sorn.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, Sorn is going to giggle to himself a little bit because he knows what the havoc will wreak, and those two guards let us slide by, didn't see us. There's going to be hell to pay, and he's okay with it.
I have a question. Can I tell if those spiders are constructs?
Give me a nature check.
Okay. That's a 13.
There's no like telltale signs. Doesn't seem to be like any kind of. It looks totally organic, just in a new like color scheme.
Okay. Well, in that case, I
Silah's gonna just keep on marching.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on the broom and start going like up and keep going towards them also.
Yeah, I'll encourage you. Come on, let's go. Start marching right across the center of that bridge.
Okay.
Sorn will tell you to hold up for a second.
I'm readying a spell also.
Right.
Maybe I've cast guidance.
Yeah. Sorn will tell you to hold up on for a second.
Okay.
And then remind you of your days interior breach and what those spiders do? Because Sorn knows what those spiders are, or at least he thinks he knows what those spiders are. And Sorn's like, let's take it a little bit slow,
Fair.
okay?
He was listening.
We're
He's
not-
listening.
We don't need to go marching into those spiders quite yet. Besides, there seems to be, Sorn will point over to where the bridge curves, a little area over here where, something could happen. We need to be slow. We need to be stealthy. Otherwise, people are going to know, and it's going to be a whole lot harder. Let's not make our tasks harder than it already is.
What is this thing over here?
That's exactly.
Yeah, another building. You've never been inside of it. You've seen people kind of come and go, like out of it. It's
Does it have like windows or?
It doesn't.
Things
Like a
see through,
nice solid steel door. Amongst like the stone construction, the building is pretty sturdy. For whatever its purpose may be. Same kind of construction, and I guess the same like kind of like quality of construction as like the guardhouse. It's not just like a little shack you could knock over. It's pretty well constructed.
Right. Right. Does it have any like ways to see into it at all, like a pie or anything?
It looks like there's on the door like a peephole that slides from the inside. Okay. But everything else, no windows, no nothing, just this steel door.
Dang. Okay then.
I think that we should be quiet while walking past this door. I think it's a guardhouse. I may not be right. I think it's a guardhouse. And Sorn will stealthily try to walk past it.
I will stealthily try to follow.
I will not stealthily do anything.
I'll do my best, but to call it stealthy is a
I
bit.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a stretch to call it stealthy.
All right. Everybody give me like a place that you want to be on, like your side of the line, just to about right there.
Okay.
That's about where I was.
Actually, Sorn will try to hug the mushrooms. Try to use them as cover.
Yeah. So would Sabiiro. Stay out of the middle of the road and just kind of like stay along the side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that our sister will be just chatting up a storm with them.
Yeah. I'm trying to get close enough to those creatures. I'm like,
How long does that spell
What's
last?
the
Speaking with?
10 minutes to first speak with plants. But I'm like 20 feet too far to cast the spell that I want to cast right now.
Would it still be 10 minutes walking up to these plants
Sure.
here?
Yeah, it won't take very long. Even being cautious, you could probably like realistically crawl that distance in that time. You get there, and as you kind of turn, look at the bridge past the mysterious structure. These spiders, whose kind of behavior and natural kind of comings and goings you're all very familiar with. These seem to be, they see you. They kind of follow your movement, and kind of you can almost see them kind of take stock of the four of you.
The different eyes are just like
And as you see them, they see you. They take what probably Silah Sabiiro, probably to an extent, you would notice as kind of almost a defensive kind of movement. They move up so as to prevent any way of getting off the bridge onto the next landmass. Essentially, creating a two-spider blockade of this bridge. They move their couple of feet forward. They stand there every once in a while, moving to glance at each one of you. Whatever that is that they do with their front little two legs while they kind of stand there idly. But they don't break eye contact with you.
They have so many. I imagine it's easy. What is this red line here? Is that the cross it and bad shit happens line, or
just the idea of where you would get to in order to see them, like be able to look at you? Because we haven't rolled initiative or anything, so you guys have just been freely moving 80, 90 feet at a time. Beyond this, we're gonna have to get some structure about this.
Go in this door. Should we go in this building?
Peek in the window.
There's no window.
Oh, we'll peek in the door, Mr. Sneaky Pants.
I guess.
Are you not the sneakiest?
Maybe.
No, I think I'm the sneakiest.
I don't know. Why don't you fight about it, and then whoever wins goes in?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Am I sounding like a matron mother yet?
Fungus bat.
Yeah,
you're doing good.
Fight to the death, and whoever survives can go in.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
I
joking,
really
don't
don't. I
really
really
do
don't
that. I
care
love
which
you both.
one, but let me know what's going on in there. What I need to know is what's important.
It's not my job to go look. It's your job. Now go do it.
Don't get hurt.
Yeah, be safe.
Do you want me to cast? Do you want me to cast darkness on the doorway?
No, I think I'll go check it out. I'll tell
Should we both
little brother
go
to stay here. Because, sure, we can go together. Check it out.
Don't both of you die.
That'll be fine.
Oh no,
Have each other's backs. That's a good idea.
Exactly.
Okay.
that's a great idea.
Okay. I'm glad we all decided this together.
Good luck, y'all. I'll be over here.
We're just doing
I'll
what
be
you
over here hanging
suggested.
with my mushroom buddies. Okay. You will see that the door, when you get there, is going to open outwardly for you, you're going to have to pull it outwardly towards you. But solid door, just a handle, not like a knob or any kind of like latch that you would engage to open it. So it appears all you're going to have to do is like open the door.
Can I put my ear on it? See can I put my ear on it to see here? I keep saying see, but I mean hear if there's any movement in there.
Yeah.
See if I hear anything. Exactly.
Yes, go ahead. Give me a perception check, please. I think I hear something, y'all.
I think I hear something.
Can I
I swear.
assist him? Can I shush everything else around?
Cup your hands, let him put his ear in your hands.
Exactly.
Don't make it
Would that
weird,
give me
bro.
advantage?
I got this.
Don't make it weird.
I'm going to sneak up behind him.
What are you guys doing?
Not like that. I'm just going to be quiet though.
Are you guys done yet? All right. So do I get advantage for him helping me? No.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Boom.
He's about to like bang into the door, and I just like catch him just slightly.
17.
You don't hear anything. Like no shuffling, definitely no voices.
I'm going to ready a spell for when they open the door, just in case someone pops out. Okay.
Do you want me to open the door?
Yes,
Is the door
go
locked?
in.
Yeah, you go.
Try the
You
handle.
open the door. You pull it.
I will. Wait. There could be traps. That's exactly how Sorn will say it too. Wait. There could be traps.
We're going to be here all day.
It's just a
That's
door.
awesome.
Open it, and then I reach over and I just pull the door.
Thank you.
open.
This is why you're my favorite.
Yes. Here you are. After you. Open the door.
Oh,
In it, you're gonna see.
Sorn will mumble. I hope there's a trap. I hope there's a trap. I hope there's a trap.
I'm opening it for him. I'm like, he's opening it up to him.
There appear to be 6 kind of bedrolls. They all appear to be kind of like uniform. No occupants, like no nothing. A little bit of blood on 2 of them, which you would probably just dismiss away as like a drow disagreement.
That's not what I was thinking. But my thing is, never mind.
I believe an unlocked door is an opportunity. Sorn will go. We'll investigate and go. Let's see what niceties we can find.
I don't think you're gonna find anything nice in there. But be my guest. You can keep everything that you find.
Maybe there's a spider whistle in here.
A spider whistle. Okay.
So,
Go right ahead.
you would like a spider whistle? Don't tell me you wouldn't.
Great. I'd whistle all the spiders and they'd follow me everywhere.
All right, we're gonna poke our nose in there. Check around.
Like I said, 6 standard bedrolls. Would appear to be at the foot of each, like a small little kind of footlocker, essentially. And then a table to your left with like a couple of chairs, some barrels to your right, little crates of like kind of meager food, if you want to call it that, sustenance more than anything. But this looks like almost like a dorm room or like a small barrack for the security here at the academy.
Are the footlockers locked?
No, none of them are.
Well, I'll start at one end. I'll start at one end. You start at the other.
You started the other. Okay, that sounds good.
I'm gonna complain to the mushrooms. They're so silly. You don't have to deal with this.
The mushroom's like, I have brothers too, I know.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right.
I will open mine.
Collectively, you will find in all 6, okay, 80 gold pieces,
Okay.
220 silver pieces, 3 bags of your Menzo brands and marching powder.
I see.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
And what appears to be a local map of the kind of campus of the academy, and off on like the fringes of it, where it nestles against the like kind of outcropping of rocks behind it that make it a very secure location. There seem to be like large X's just kind of scribbled in there, and then one right by like the bridge, if you were to kind of play, you are here. A big circle by the bridge, the only circle on the map.
Okay. Where on our map would that circle be? Of the bridge itself?
Hold on, let me get my tools.
Nice.
So the circle is going to be like right up here.
Okay. Cool.
And then there's going to be like an X over here. Like an X over here.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
like one back here.
I do not think
Better
X
than a
marks the
spider
spot.
whistle.
It is. I totally agree. I'm wondering if they have a password to get past the spiders around here somewhere.
Maybe the secret passages.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's where
Because
the
I do not
mines
think
are
of-
located.
Maybe. I'm going to check out the table.
Okay.
Just kind of scope it over. See if there's any documents or information on there that maybe shouldn't be.
Just the map with the circles. You can see it's probably been like folded and unfolded and rolled up like a bunch. It's really creased. It's that really kind of like soft, super crumpled paper after you really like beat it up. The edges are all like rounded. And there appear to be like holes like burned in it. They're irregular, but no like scorching of flame. You know, like if you were to burn something, you get that little bit of char in before it turned into the normal paper. This just looks like they're just kind of
puncture marks.
Okay. I'm not saying that's what it is,
Puncture
but
mark?
that is a reasonable like assumption. They are not burned.
Okay.
They are not holes that have been burned in it. I will say that.
That's
It
it.
looks like soot on it.
Like punch holes, kind of, or something like something was cut out, or like knifed out.
Yeah, some closer. The edges are kind of like irregular and like jagged. Not even like if you wanted to like cut it out with like a knife.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting.
And did that do they correspond with like where the X is and the circle is, or is that
no? It's just
correspondent.
It's just kind of like a beat up piece of paper would have like holes every now and again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we're gonna go have to deal with these spiders now.
Or should we go check out? Should we see what this X? What marks the spot?
Well, we have to get past the spiders first
I
to check
think-
that out.
There's one behind
There's
you.
an X over here. Yeah, there's one right here.
Oh, there is one behind.
Or he's like holding it up, like looking, turning sideways and looking. Yes, I think over there.
Okay, before my sequence plants runs out, I do want to go over and maybe talk to those mushrooms.
Okay.
See if they look worse than the others.
They do, but not because of like an illness or like an affliction. They've been like stamped down. Something large like came through here and trampled a lot of them like down.
Babies, no.
Yeah. Some of them like crushed into the rocks, like torn apart. And then you'll also see the same kind of irregular holes that are in the map are in some of the canopies of the mushrooms.
What?
Like acid drops, acid dribblings. Okay. With his slippers of spider climbing, Sabiiro would kind of like walk toward the edge and kind of like lean over a bit and just kind of like see down into the 15 feet, see if it's like something that went like off the edge.
Immediately off the edge at the base 15 feet below you is going to be another like kind of cluster of these larger mushrooms like this size.
Okay.
Gotcha. They too are like smashed down, and instead of like holes like this or like bigger, this one looks like something was punched out of a couple of them. If they're all clustered together, something like a big kind of
indention,
like here in the middle. Looks like a much bigger one of those holes that you've seen in the map and in some of the mushrooms over there as well.
Let's see.
Like somebody jabbed a post, something large and round straight through it, or something of that nature.
Close, yes.
If I speak to the mushrooms nearby, do any of them have any idea what happened? Not to be a cheater pumpkin eater.
They come up from the ground to feed, and our masters protect us.
Okay.
Ooh.
Does it seem like
are
the stuff
underground.
off the edge and in this lower area, does it seem like it has kind of a trail of like these smushed and holy mushrooms?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But you're gonna go, you're gonna transition from
Yeah.
this like super large like ones, which are
Mhm.
beat up, but then
Mhm.
like, elsewhere it's a little harder to tell.
Right.
There's
I
just
can
not.
see it generally kind of goes in the general instead of just like being everywhere. It's just kind of going off into
Yes.
kind of direction.
Probably be easier to interrogate someone than to go on a wild mushroom monster chase.
The whole while you're looking, investigating the burned holes in the mushrooms, what lies at the base of this 15-foot gap. The spiders stand oddly disciplined. I always picture spiders as being like kind of ADHD, like eight-legged beavers, where they're like constantly like doing something, and these just stand there, almost like fidgeting as best you could with 8 legs. Just a nice little like rotation of 4 legs at a time, this like rhythmic kind of thing, but ever focused and fixated on you,
On me?
on all of you.
I'm out front, so I'm going to continue that trend.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up towards Silah and kind of.
I will handle this.
Of course you will. I didn't expect anything else. But I will be there for backup just in case something goes wrong.
Well, you're going to want to see my diplomacy in action anyway.
Sorn will make the joke. I've seen your diplomacy in action. It usually ends up with somebody split in two.
Exactly.
Mm.
I'll
We
call
may
out
not
to the
want these-
spiders. Insects. What are you doing?
You're going to hear like the skittering. You're going to notice the kind of mandibles moving back and forth, which would be, the equivalent of their attempt to communicate. And they kind of do so, pausing and doing their best to communicate despite not being aware of whether you can understand them or not. They're giving you their message, period.
Immediately,
really?
I will look straight at my sister and go,
What did he
translation?
say? Yeah, both of us. What did he say?
I don't know that one.
They seem like good chaps.
I could figure out that spell tomorrow. I mean, like tonight to use tomorrow. I don't have that one today.
Well, then.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I guess it's time to figure it out. I'll move closer a little bit.
Do you want me to help?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna give the spiders the sign to like move out of the way.
I'm gonna ready a spell and pull 3 nutshells out of my pocket.
You're gonna like what kind of gesture to like shoo them away, like a pigeon or a
kind of
dog?
like wave them off. Yeah.
You can see them focusing on you as you make your way up the bridge, and also you can see them dig in, like almost like dig in with the back 2 sets of legs. Yeah, that kind of like shimmy ground grip kind of thing. They continue to just kind of chitter away, seemingly trying very hard to convey something, obviously despite your gap inability to communicate.
I feel like what they're trying to tell me is important, pertinent shit, and I can't understand it.
Unfortunate. Maybe we should
Yeah.
have talked to the guards.
I didn't even see any guards to talk to,
That's true. We went around the guardhouse.
and it was
Well,
empty.
I didn't hear
Well,
anything.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not. If you could stand to listen to your armor less and listen to your surroundings, my brother, you would have heard that there are 2 guards in the guardhouse not paying attention to their surroundings.
No.
Oh,
Well, that's
well,
too
that-
bad. I'm gonna throw some nutshells at the spiders and speak a couple of words, and they're gonna need to make wisdom 17 saving throws. I don't think they're probably gonna be super good at wisdom. Maybe we'll find out.
They
Yeah,
don't have
no.
a negative penalty. So let's
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, right. All right, let's see here now. Ooh,
Good
16,
Spideys.
which is not going to do it. And they don't. 16 and
Ah,
11.
yes. They're going to be a little confused.
Okay.
So at the beginning of each of their turns, so they can't take reactions. And at the start of each of their turns, they roll a d20. And that d20 is going to determine what they do. And I'll go ahead and put it in our little chat.
Okay.
It's going to be super fun.
All right. We'll give everybody kind of a quick free little thing before we roll initiative. Sorn, your sister starts to cast this spell. The spiders look a little disoriented. What would you like to do?
I think Sorn will do what Sorn does best. He will look at the spiders and say, "Stand aside. We are expected here. We have a meeting and you are blocking us. Now, please stand aside. House Verge is expecting us."
They're gonna skitter. They, from these like almost sentinel focused like spiders, almost purposefully blocking this bridge, to suddenly, like a dog at a park, they just can't focus on anything. They're kind of spinning in a circle. They haven't moved, but they seem just very kind of disarray. And instead of one of them chittering in, I don't know if there's like a dominant tone of the way a spider communicates, but it suddenly is kind of this much like faster, and it's between the two of them, and they almost seem for the first time to like have completely tuned you out, focused on each other, as they continue to also spin like in circles around each other.
Oh, it's crazy what's happening.
Okay. Silah, you're gonna see these spiders just go from being, like I said, kind of sentinel badasses to like a cat with catnip. Just no idea what's going on. Just as they just kind of spin around in a circle. What do you want to do?
Sheila.
What?
Sorn will just poke his head into Sela's ear and go, "Run for it."
That I could do. Okay, let's see here. Let me get my owlbear up. All right, let's see. 5. I bet you I can. I'll go ahead and run through. Clank, 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 clank. And if they are in my way, then they will be intercepted. So it's up to them.
Is that your full?
I'm running at them.
Is that your full movement, or do you have more to go?
That is my full movement.
Okay.
I'm walking tall.
They continue to spin and chitter away at each other. As you walk up, something about them doesn't seem right. give me a perception check, please.
Oh, actually, decent one. 19.
They look illusionary. This bright purple.
Oh.
It doesn't. You've lived your whole life down here. You're from a culture that reveres spiders and seemingly the color purple. So this whole thing for you to have never seen these before suddenly makes a little more sense because they're not real. They are a very elaborate illusion, and upon getting this close, you can see through them to an extent to see that they're incorporeal. There's nothing real about them. If you wanted to reach out and touch them, you would, pass right through.
Unbelievable.
I'll wave my sword through them.
Okay.
Oof.
They continue about their kind of confusion and everything. And as you kind of gather what's going on, you'll hear a whisper. Only I can stop this if you would like. I have no quarrel with you.
Silah says out loud.
The matron mother is lost. I only seek peace and a return to
I'm
normalcy
gonna look over
in
at
this
Sorn.
society.
Sorn, there are voices in my head.
Can I walk up to him
Yeah.
and I will kind of look at him disbelievingly and see if I can listen and hear anything.
So you're going to see him kind of run up, kind of look perplexed and start, kind of running his sword through these, turntable spiders you've got going on. And it becomes quickly apparent to you, even without being that close to them, that they are illusionary, that this is, like I said, an elaborate trick. And you hear this voice, like in a whisper. I knew you would be here at some point. You, of all people, would understand what we're trying to do. We need not be enemies.
Told you.
It's not like I didn't believe you.
You said you did.
Well, on occasion, you have made things up. So Sorn will take a second, and he will put his little devious, scheming mind to work, and then say, and then he will walk straight through the spiders and say, they know we're here. They know we're coming. This is all a ploy, an attempt to hold us back. And he'll walk straight, he'll walk straight through.
Not
This has
today.
been nothing. This has been nothing but a ploy, a ruse to stall us.
Sabiiro and Ssapiira, you're going to see your two older brothers walk up. The spiders continue as they have. From this distance, you probably won't be able to hear explicitly what's being told to them, but you can see suddenly that kind of lean in that you would have if you were trying to hear something. You've seen Silah kind of wave his sword through. They're clearly illusionary at this point. Ssapiira, you would know that now that they're illusions, that whoever controls these illusions made a point to mimic the effects of your spell through their behavior, despite not needing to, as, you know, they're not real.
Okay.
I'm tired of these games. The wizard is around here somewhere. We need to find the book and the wizard. That is our only goal.
You make your
Which
way.
one of these is Magathea or whatever?
In front of you are 3 stairwells. Sabiiro, you would recognize that as essentially like 3 stairwells, just 3 entrances to the same building. You know what I'm saying? They don't go anywhere else. You went through any of them, you were going to be in the same space, just in different, you know, parts of it. What would you all like to do now that you've moved past the spiders and the whispering voice?
I will look at Silah and say, which one is the wizard building? I have forgotten.
I don't seem to remember, though. I did spend time here. Let's go left. Does any of this look familiar from my time here?
This part, no. This is, like you said, this is the administration building. You'd be on a part of campus that's for, like, the fighters, just like any college campus. Everything's kind of divided up into, you know, what you would study and the things that you would need to get better at your chosen craft, whether it be, you know, future matron mother and priestess, wizard, or, you know, kind of the melee part, which is where you went.
Yeah.
The buildings look the same. They're all kind of, you know, it's a college campus, so they're all kind of aesthetically the same. You've seen this building in your part of campus, but not this one in this part of campus. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
That does. I'm going to walk up these stairs here and see what I see.
Okay. You're going to see a very
I've
elaborate...
probably seen it.
Huh?
Is that, would I have known what part it is?
Yeah, like I said, you're going to know that all of these go to...
Same.
Yeah, like
place.
the same building. Like I said, one of them's going to go kind of to the lobby, and then the other ones are just going to kind of go to other parts of the building.
Gotcha. Cool.
All right, so
Let's
you're
split the party.
again.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again.
So you'll see...
I will look at
Okay.
Sabiiro and say, isn't that area? And I'll point off to the circle part.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that on the map?
Yes.
That was on the map.
Yeah, this was the circled part. He'd kind of like head over toward it, I guess.
Okay.
What
You're
would
going to
he
see
notice
2
about that area?
very large holes. Kind of with the varying sizes of the mushroom caps. From standing, you're not going to be able to see them. The kind of canopy of mushrooms, if you will, kind of prevent it. Through the mushrooms, you can see these giant holes. And then also where the mushrooms kind of overhang these holes, you can see them kind of missing parts of their hoods and everything, similar to the burn holes in the map, the crushed mushrooms and the kind of layer below you, and the other pack of mushrooms that you investigated on the other side of the bridge.
Right. Sabiiro wants to look up and see what he sees, like toward the whatever cavern ceiling or whatever's above this area.
The sky is blue.
Keep saying that.
It's so dark.
Ssapiira will see you looking up, and we'll also look up.
Yeah. This is let four people start running, but just looking in directions. See, I told you it works every time. We don't even need 3. Like 2 of you are like, "What's going on? I want to know." We left out.
I don't know.
Looking up there for any kind of like creature.
Yeah, it doesn't see
Yeah.
anything. The ceiling is very high,
So
so
far.
you're not really
Yeah,
going to be able
yeah.
to see, the kind of
Yeah.
curvature of it. A couple stalagmites will kind of burst out of the darkness, but the source of light in the city comes from the center of town, from the ground, so it radiates upward. There's no like light source above you to really see, but no creature, no stalactites. Yeah, I still remember that from like the 4th grade. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
A couple of them hang down.
Mites are
Yeah, top
up, tights are down, right?
tights
Tight.
top is the thing I've always.
Because they cling tightly.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So alliteration is my friend. So
There you go.
you can see them, but not the kind of dripping thing of whatever, no monstrosity or aberration up there.
Yeah.
And nothing
They're
flying
not
around.
falling.
Yeah, no. And the holes are pretty deep. It's not just a
Yeah.
couple of inches
Exactly.
of like dirt displaced. Like there is a
Yeah.
hole, like Shia LaBeouf just left,
Right.
like that kind of thing.
Would maybe I recognize it as like a magical effect or a magical spell or some kind of like larger
Give me an Arcana check.
thing? Let me see. Okay, that is not a great suit of mine. 3. 3.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be magic.
I'm gonna give you.
It's a
I'm gonna
low
give.
roll. What do you
If I had to
got?
emote, it would be a very firm shrug.
Elmo shrug.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look at the map. Look at the things. Look at the map.
Alright.
Like head off
I'm lost.
toward the stairs. After looking
Can I-
up, like
I will look at my sister and go, wormholes?
Ba-dum-tsh.
I will
don't
look at my
know
players and
about
go,
worms
close.
that big. I don't know of worms that are that large.
He will
do the
let out
edges-
a little sigh.
Do the edges of these circles, do they look melted or chewn through, or cut through, or is it like melted or burnt or
Burrowed.
Into the ground,
word
it
is
looks
burrowed?
burrowed.
Like,
Like something legit dug its way
dug it
up from underneath, or used this way as a means of escape.
Gotcha.
You could any one of you could easily fit in this hole, like without a problem. If you were to step off, you would into
it.
into God knows what.
Okay. You know what?
Well,
Then
I'm
how
the
about-
only one who could safely do that, unless one of you has slippers.
I have slippers.
So look at you.
Yes, and I also have dancing lights, so maybe I would kind of lean over towards one of the circles, one of the things, and over the edge of it, and kind of cast a dancing lights, little like light orbs that I had done earlier around the lake, just kind of like down into this, I guess this nearest one.
It looks pretty fresh. The holes. And any kind of thing that you would encounter underground, like where, roots would kind of gather, or where it actually hits what looks like it should be like bedrock or like solid rock, it seems to have been like whatever traveled here, whether coming up or going down, does not seem to have been impeded or slowed by anything. Anything that would hang in, like if you kind of caught like a tree root or something, seems also kind of just ended like arbitrarily all the way down. And even the rock seems a little odd, that where the hole is, the stone is like freshly exposed.
Okay.
Are the holes scale, or are they actual size?
Those
The little green dots.
the green dots are to scale.
Okay.
Okay. And they're about the same size?
As each other, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same size, like going down the whole way.
All the
it
way.
Looks like doesn't like taper or anything. Okay, shrug. All right, then start walking back. Something for later. Not gonna do that now. There's a couple of really big holes over there. We should maybe look into that sometime. Not now, but later.
Sure.
Yeah,
Next family outing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
I love a
If
good
there is a
bowl.
family.
And they just kept on
Oh,
going,
wow.
I guess, and my lights just kind of like went on beyond
Sure.
my sight. Did it just go straight down? Did it curve off or anything?
Just straight down.
Whoa. Freaky. Okay, yeah. I
Just
wouldn't. Don't fall
So-
into it. All right, which stairs?
Just
These.
drop it. Does anyone have feather?
We're-
Do I have feather fall? I could just see how far down it goes.
I mean,
Oh, that
the-
sounds
We're
fun.
Don't do
the
that.
slippers. You have your broom. You could fly.
No, but I want a free fall.
We're
Well, just free for all holding your
we're
broom,
gonna let
and then
Litza go by
It's not the
saying she loves
same.
a good hole.
Bungee jumping.
Hey,
Let
listen,
that
we're just
slide.
not going to discuss
let
that I
that
said
with
that.
webs. Yes.
We're gonna let that slide. That
I
she
let it
said
slide.
She loves a great hole.
Thanks. Yeah. We're going to pretend I didn't say that.
Phrasing.
Phrasing. Yes.
I don't want
you.
you to fly into
like-
the hole.
Fine.
That's scary.
Maybe if I get feather fall one day, we can come back. Just for funsies.
Yeah.
I just feel like feather falling and not knowing when you're going to land would just be so much fun.
Yes, it would. You end up on like
You
the
have
other
your
side
broom.
of like forgotten
Like the power
What?
tower.
What's the power tower from? I don't know that one.
Cedar Point or Six Flags. I don't know. They're both near me.
Cool. Like a dungeon drop kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. That sounds right.
Yeah. Cool.
That sounds like the same thing.
Yeah.
Now that
So,
I'm at the
Are we going to
top of this-
investigate the holes?
Meh.
Or
I
we
mean,
not?
we
I'm lying,
kind
it's
of
just like-
did. They just went down really far and then we couldn't see where they went anymore.
Yeah.
I think we should go into
Okay.
this building. I think we should go into the middle, unless you think we should go into the side, and then I'm willing to change my mind. I'm going to
That
be a
sounds
great
very
leader.
mean, Mother of you.
You know what? Shut up.
Very decisive.
So it's like, wait, the middle or the wherever? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing?
We should go into the one closest to us because then we have to walk the least.
the one that I'm standing in front of.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Let's just go into this one.
Sure.
It's right here.
I'll test the door on the building.
Radical.
They're gonna open outward. It's the set of double doors where they meet like in the middle.
Cool.
It's eerily quiet, like any school when it's empty. It's a totally different
Yeah.
vibe when there's like nobody in it, and even if you go there every day, like being the only person there, it just always feels weird.
Mhm.
Like
It feels right to me.
Yeah, the echoes and just
Yes.
every little step that you make just echoes throughout the
Mhm.
whole space. You see this nice like curved hallway with blue illuminated lights.
Ooh,
Ooh.
it's pretty.
See, the middle stairs were a trap. They went to nowhere. No, I'm kidding.
I'm
We would have
such
been
a
killed.
I'm such a good leader.
Really killing
Good
this making
pick,
mother thing,
Ssapiira.
y'all. Nailed
I'm
it.
the best. I did nail it.
Cool.
I'll hand you a house pin.
Thanks.
Say,
It says house,
There you
not
go.
vermin.
not vermin.
Thought you'd like that.
As you make your way like into the actual building, those first steps on the concrete floor, just gonna echo throughout, and this kind of bass ambient like sound. It's not like absolutely silent. There's that kind of just
Like the AC is on.
yeah, the hum, just something's going on, and suddenly it does get like absolutely silent as your footsteps are just going to echo through the hallway. Like if your mom or your principal wore like high heels and you could hear them like coming in the hallway like 4 classrooms away, and you're just
Right.
going, please God, don't let her be coming for me. Just click, 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 click. Silah especially.
Silah's-
You're just
yeah.
gonna be like clang, echo, clang, echo.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not very good at being quiet.
Thank
feel
God
like
you're not
that's
a
okay.
Warforged.
Hmm.
That
Metal
would be
clanging
cool.
on metal.
Hmm.
I would just be a symbol walking around,
Exactly.
crashing. Well, okay. Let's go on in. Let's see if there's anybody in here.
Hmm.
I'm going on in.
Mm.
Want to see what's in this room.
It's all empty, no people, huh?
No, not so far. No, you don't hear like any other footsteps aside from yourselves. No hushed voices, no conversations that were going on before you came in. Just kind of creepy and seemingly abandoned.
You could yodel. That would announce our
That'd be
presence.
dope.
Please don't yodel.
I don't know. I would like to see. I don't think I've seen yodeling role played on any of our shows yet. So for no other reason than just precedence, be like, we'll go ahead and check that off. Be like, hey, we yodeled this year.
To definitely play a yodeling bard at
I
some
was like,
point.
I have a freestyling, like a freestyle rapper bard on the Wednesday show. Every time he gives bardic inspiration, he tries to come up with like a really bad like 2-bar rhyme. And I give him credit. Nick has been hella committed to it, and you can tell it.
That's
He's
so
like,
great.
even he's tired of it. He's just like, I don't know, man. Just
Doing your best, Max.
I want to tell you to
Max
get through
Caster.
it. Now go and do it. Here's your bardic inspiration. I'm like, bro, I get it, man. 30 episodes in, you're still killing it. I love you, man. Good for you. Committed to the character concept. So you're gonna see this building like wrap around. You saw it from the outside. You now see it from the inside. Silah, you're just gonna assume that this hallway just wraps all the way back around to the kind of opposite door from the one you chose. And you'll notice that these lights along the walls always seem to kind of correspond to like two hallways that kind of cut inside. And then you will see around the backside that there are another set of lights right here.
Shall we check them out?
Yes, of course. La 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 la.
What do we see in this
La, la,
other
la.
room as we pass?
It just looks like it. It almost looks like it was tossed. All of this looks like it could have been like a reading room or like a study room. There's a bunch of tables, chairs. Everything just seems to have been like completely tossed.
Thrown over.
All the bookshelves are pulled down. All of the drawers are open. There is tons of papers and books and scrolls just strewn about.
Okay. Interesting. It's not how I remember it.
As you make your way around the hallway, you are going to see these cluster of lights, and on the opposite wall from it, a very large, heavy, and even for those of you without like a kind of fortified building, this door is impressive. It looks heavy as shit. It looks like you could launch Silah out of a cannon and would not like even phase this door.
Oh. Okay.
Can I
What's it-
investigate the door?
Mhm.
See if it's locked?
Huh?
See if it's trapped or anyone like that?
Okay?
Do my roguish thing.
Cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Like good luck. You do your thing,
Okay.
bro. Get a D4
Bro.
to your ability checks.
Before. Where is the dice roller on this thing?
All you have to do is click
Oh,
the.
Roll.
It's a little box
Oh,
on the top,
got you.
top left.
Understood. Thank you.
Oh,
Mhm.
Boom. So that would be 20?
okay.
20 with the +4?
You're gonna see
It's,
that.
it's a D4.
Yeah. Plus my roll. So
Okay.
altogether it's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
You're gonna see this door. It's going to open like away from you, so inward into whatever is on the other side of it. And as you look it over, it seems this one has a latch. It's not just like a common building where you just expect to just pull open doors. It does have a latch and a handle. Pushes inwardly. And while you're looking at all of this, you can hear like a commotion on the other side of it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
What is the door made out of?
A badass metal.
Oh, a badass metal. All
Yeah.
right.
Cool.
I was
Like
like,
something you,
tungsten.
like something you listen to, like that kind of that kind of metal.
yeah.
It's got a deep, like
got some-
burly growl to it. If you when it's on the hinges, like dude, that's
Like,
fucking,
Some
Oh, God.
Slayer.
it's metal
This shit's
shit.
aggressive.
That's how metal that door
Slayer
is.
ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Slayer was heavy in '89.
Yeah, Rain of Blood, like Rain of Blood plays when you open this door. That's how heavy it is.
So we can
fucking
tell
see
that
what we
it's not
got.
trapped or locked or anything like that, right?
It is not locked, and it does not appear like a physical trap. Something basic tripwire, like a little kind of mechanical
Does it
thing.
appear to be magically trapped? Can I
Sab-
tell?
Give me an
starts kind of
Arcana.
walking up the wall.
I would love to do that with my superior intelligence. Oh my god, I rolled a 19, so that's
Okay.
a 19.
Yeah.
I'm squinting at it. I'm at the squinty eye.
It
Did
doesn't
you just
appear.
say you rolled a 19, so that's a 19?
Yeah,
Good work.
thank you.
It doesn't appear to be magically trapped. The only thing I will say is that there is a just powerful magical vibe, like just in the background. So it would be hard
the
to.
humming.
It would be kind of hard to tell. But as best as you can tell with your 19, which is still pretty impressive, you don't.
Which is ample.
Yeah, you don't detect anything above the kind of just ambient magic of this entire place.
Okay. I will relay
Do I
that. I'll be
open it?
like the door is not magical itself, but there's like I feel like there's some strong shit coming from behind the door.
Well,
How
I'm
close?
gonna
How
grab the
close did you
door.
get to it?
Pretty close.
Okay.
I would say just a couple of inches away. I'm not
Okay.
gonna like touch it, but yeah. I feel like I'd be
You
pretty
two are
close
going
to
to
it.
hear like a genuine commotion, irregular in sound, not rhythmic at all. Something is going
Okay.
on the other side.
Do you guys want me to spend a spell slot to check it out real fast?
Just seems like
What are
we're
you
about
gonna
to
do?
bust right in and get
I've
'em.
got, I mean, I've
I
gaseous
think I-
form.
I think
Don't worry about that.
Sabiiro's got it down. Me and Silah can open the latch, and whatever's on the other side, we're gonna deal with one way or the other.
Okay. Then I'm gonna ready a spell. Well, I'm gonna ready an. Would you count interacting with an object to be an action or just like a bonus / free action?
Is the action the door?
No, the action would be like picking up a book, for example, if there is a book that I could pick up. For example.
I
No idea if
would
that's-
not, if you could see it and you like that was your intention, I would call that a pretty simple action. It's not very, it's barely like
mean, could I
a motor function.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm readying a spell. I don't know if it's gonna be necessary, but there it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for somebody else to open the
Shall
door.
we
It's not
open
my
it,
job.
brother?
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
go
I'll
for
grab.
it.
Move out of the way. I'll grab the door and. Yeah,
Sure.
I'll grab it.
I was
So-
gonna help, but go ahead.
Okay.
Sabiiro will get up on the wall and just kind of like hunch and kind of, set himself here and just kind of like get ready.
Does anything happen when I grab it?
Why don't you go move to where you're going to be when you open the door?
I did. I'm
Oh,
right where
where's-
I want.
Oh, is it not in the middle here?
Yeah.
It's right here. It's this,
Oh, is
this
it right
empty
there?
Yeah.
space. Yeah.
Oh, I apologize.
Oh, sorry.
everyone.
I just didn't realize the fog of war covered up the door.
Yeah.
It does, and
I
it
saw
was
it.
in the wrong spot anyway.
Okay.
Even if it wasn't.
We thought this was the door down here.
All right. Oh, the red line. I accidentally drew that when I was
Yeah.
trying to move the map. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a dumb
I was
guy.
trying to move the map, and when I dragged it, there it
Oh.
goes. Okay.
I thought the red line was important
Silah,
too.
you are not dumb. You are very smart. Don't ever put
Get
yourself
rid of these
down like
X's.
that.
I'm perfectly average intelligence.
I have a 10,
I
thank
thought
you.
it was superior
I have a
intelligence. I thought you said
I got
superior
negative.
intelligence.
All right. So, Silah, you're gonna open the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick it open. Bam.
We paid kids to
Oh,
cheat.
Okay. As
we are red.
Yeah, exactly.
I think keep forgetting that we are kind of rich.
Yeah. I mean, we were.
Not now.
We were.
as
Well,
you kick in the door, you are going to see 4 drow on the other side. One of them dressed in very nice fineries. Sabiiro, you're definitely going to recognize them as the kind of headmaster of the school that, like that regalia.
Does he have a feather in his hat?
He does not.
Then I'm not impressed.
Okay, I know. This is not nearly
We
as
weren't
stylish
impressed
as
by the
Drow
other
Axel.
featherhead guy.
Yeah.
I was pretty. I mean, the feather was pretty cool. I'm not gonna
The
lie.
feather was cool. The rest of it, hey, bro, just leave the
Yeah.
feather and go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear just the feather next time. That's the ideal.
Hello.
That's what I want to see.
What
Seductive,
is that?
like.
Phrasing. Phrasing.
Sorry.
It's like a-
Just saying.
And all right, you're gonna see as the door like kicks open, 3 of the drow are gonna be like startled by the sound. Their backs are going to be to you. One of them is going to be standing just in front of the door,
Yeah.
arms crossed, totally expecting this in a very Darth Vader Bespin dinner table scene.
Oh, he's my favorite. Or
He's going to
she.
stand up, and as he does so, I need everybody not named Sabiiro to give me a wisdom save, please.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
not
All right.
insecure?
Yeah, because we're all close to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
y'all
shit.
y'all just all ran through the door. It's kind of like back up there, like
Nice. Oh, 22. The Z formation.
Wow. Well,
19.
Nice. High five, brother.
19 as well.
Okay.
half
Hope
of
that's
87
good enough.
lightning damage.
I hope his DC isn't like through the roof. we're being
It
cocky as
probably
shit
is.
over here.
I'll have to murder him if it is, just out of precaution.
Okay. Yeah, that's the backup plan.
You're going to feel something kind of reach into your mind. Ssapiira, you are going to be able to shake it off. And just as it reaches in, you kick it out,
Mm.
and you are suddenly moved
No.
into
Oh, no.
the room as a force cage
Oh shit.
fills around your 2 brothers. And as you succeeded in your save, you are ejected from the space and into the room. The very
nerve.
finely dressed drow, in a confident whisper, I never thought it would be this easy. The other two go back to just rummaging through this room. It is covered in spider webs. It does not look like anybody has been in this room for quite some time. And then scribbled all over the walls are these very complicated, like maze patterns. Hundreds of them, all over the walls, all over the ceiling. Some of them written like very nicely, some of them looking like they were drawn by like a person sentenced to a long time in jail when their mind starts to escape them. Some of them very simplistic, some of them like very, very complex. But the thing is, there are hundreds of them on the walls, on the furniture, on the floors, on everything.
Do I recognize him?
Yes. He's very prominent. He's the Archmage of Menzo Baranzan, the consort of the matron mother, father to the two drow who you've already killed.
Okay. So he's House V.
Yes. Vermin.
Great.
I got you, buddy.
Fantastic. Thank you.
This big smile on
I'm
his
so
face.
happy that caught on.
Just looking very, like, very smug and pleased with himself. Nice little laugh. Looking at Silah and Sorn trapped in this force cage of his making. We need not fight. Help me find what I am here for. She doesn't need to know you still live. Run far away from here, never return.
Do you have a throat thing? Do you want me to look at that? I have like healing magic. Are you okay?
I do not believe in verbosity or the need to scream. My presence, my power, my knowledge is more than what I need.
We can't actually hear you, or I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Like I'm here, like.
Doesn't
It's super
basically just
atmospheric.
yeah,
but-
just say he doesn't
Like,
need,
what
he
does
doesn't
he
need
say?
to whisper because he's a big bad, or he doesn't need to talk in a normal voice because he's a badass.
Yeah.
He basically said that if we don't fight, he can help us, and she doesn't need to know we're alive.
I heard
So,
that part. I was like, oh.
Good enough for me. I'll walk in and.
You're in a force cage. You're
Well,
not going
in a
anywhere.
cage.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, now I'm pissed that I'm in a force cage.
Can I see through the force cage?
It's the bars, so you can see through it.
Does it go all the way to the ceiling?
Yeah, there's gonna be a roof on it.
Oh, there's a roof on it. So
I was put into a
Should
force
I go
cage by someone
over it?
trying to.
and
How
into the
come?
room.
She succeeded, and if you're in a space where the force cage is, it kicks you out.
Okay, and he's trying to negotiate by putting me in a force cage.
Or using the force cage to protect himself from anybody barging
Well,
in.
that did not fucking work, mate. Because I'm gonna misty step out of this
snap.
force cage
Oh yeah.
and slash right through Kelzin with my sword.
All right. Slow down.
Oh man.
If I have to, I'll
I
just.
forgot about that.
I give that look to my brother there.
Hmm.
It's
He's
all
gonna-
hand communication.
Yeah.
He's gonna make his offer
Exactly.
to Ssapiira. You help me
Misty
find
step on his
what
ass.
I'm looking for. She never
Aw.
has to know you're alive, as long as you run and never return to this city. What say you?
What is it you're looking for? Is it a book?
Same question. Yes.
It is.
Why didn't we ask the guy the name of his book? See, I was thinking that when we were talking to him.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then I
he
got
didn't say. He
distracted.
said like a book. Sure, let's just
book.
get him a book.
We
just-
can find out
There's
what
so
the
many good
book is
books.
from his dying hand.
What the fuck are you talking
He must
about?
die.
What? You can't do that, man. You can't ask a dead
Yeah,
guy
you
stuff.
Yeah,
Not
you
us.
Yeah, you
can.
can. Speak to dead.
No, okay, but we're not gonna kill him. You
What book? What's
Why
the
are
name
we
of the
not
book?
going to kill him?
He's chill.
One.
Although he did
Suppose
put me in
he's
a
a
force
vermin.
cage.
He's a house vermin. He dies. They all die.
The one
He is
labeled
trying
number
to get
one.
us to leave.
He is
The-
negotiating.
The Drow Priestess. None of them from the initial like kick into the door has turned to look at you. This one, rummaging through a bunch of stuff, like pulls out this brown leather covered book, embossed with what looks like a tree on the
Okay.
on like the cover. Archmage, Archmage, I think I found it. Turns back and looks at you. Apparently, I don't need your help.
I want to cast Geas on him.
You want to cast what?
GEAS. He needs to make a
Geas.
yeah, that
Okay.
one. Can he please make a wisdom saving throw for me? And it's gonna be a DC 17.
It's going to be a 29.
Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna lunge for the book.
Okay. Everybody roll for initiative.
Atta
please.
girl. See? Now you're learning the value of just doing it.
Yeah.
Don't think, just go.
Yeah,
Don't think, grab shit. Yeah.
that's exactly
Okay.
right.
All right. Well then, initiative.
And-
Reinvigorated by my sister's aggression.
I got 23.
16. That's fast for me. So
Got a fucking 9.
I'm pleased.
27.
Dang.
Kitties.
Nice.
They're all over.
Silah, what'd you get?
I got 16.
16. Sabiiro?
Yeah. Just
22, 23.
Let's roll for my little drow minions here.
18 plus 5. 23. No, I'm sorry, 18 plus 1. So 21. My bad, 21.
Okay, let's do this real quick.
Did the other drow person already hand the book to Kelson?
Yeah, she's
Or
just
she
going to
still
kind
have
of like hold it
Still
up,
has it.
like in the air that she found it. All right,
We're about
so
to play hot potato, y'all.
Mhm.
The most violent game of hot potato.
My favorite kind of hot potato.
Not that safe cold potato business.
Yeah. We hates that.
So boring.
Freezing cold.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So, Ssapiira, give me. I'm trying to think. I guess it's.
Dex? Athletics?
I was like, it's not athletics because I was like, I feel like that's like a strength thing. Sleight of hand. I think sleight of hand's like the closest thing to like actual like.
Grabbing.
Yeah,
something.
kind of.
Yeah.
You know, like manual dexterity.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead and go with that.
Okay.
With advantage since you just kind of, you know, you shot your shot. You saw it and you went for it. So we'll give you advantage on that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's a 12.
Okay. She's gonna kind of see you coming and get rid of it and chuck it to the Archmage. She's gonna open the book and look on the inside cover. This is what I needed. Kill them. Sorn,
shit.
you were going to be first to
Aw.
act.
We were all gonna bro out.
Row out.
I was
Exactly.
convinced that we were gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
I guess I
course.
still will.
All right. Sorn, you're,
Yes.
you're in a force cage.
I am in a force cage.
Okay.
How do I get out of a force cage?
Force it open. Ugh.
Duh. Thanks. Thanks for describing that.
I'm super helpful.
You were the best. I will use, first of all, I'm going to use my bonus action because I'm kind of pissed off now. So I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Rage against the knight. Let me mark that off. Damn it. How tall is the force cage? I'm trying to figure a way to get out of the force cage.
It's got a roof.
It's a lid.
Huh?
It's got a roof.
It's covered?
Yeah.
Got a roof. You know what?
It's 10 feet tall, according to the.
Thanks.
Size.
I am going to take my crossbolt and aim it straight at him because it's a concentration spell or something like that, right?
Mm,
Is it?
Maybe.
No.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I
No.
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have that
I
one.
don't
No.
know.
I don't know.
I'm looking at it right now. It's not. It's just 1 hour bang.
Oh,
It's a seventh level
Dang.
spell, so like it's a big cost, and the material component's 1,500 gold pieces. So there's your
Dang.
there's your like
goddamn.
real
got
penalty.
you.
There's your penalty.
Only the finest for
There's your
us.
penalty. Yes.
Makes me feel good.
Does. Shit, I'm a little pissed off. Okay, so I'm going to
I mean, you can still shoot him.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to. With all the colors of the rainbow, I'm going to shoot him. Just to piss him off.
Okay.
14?
For the Archmage?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Rolling again. Telling you.
Cocky bastard.
Seriously.
31 points of damage.
Okay.
Shit.
Very nice.
Boom. I'll do it again. Unfortunately, I will not get my sneak attack on this. Can't do the. Oh, I can do. Okay, take that off and pow, bang. If 14 hit, then 18 hits, right?
Yes.
Okay, and that's just going to be a lowly 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Boom. And I'll start cussing him out.
Okay.
Looking
Always
at
an
him like-
option.
Always an option. Always. Telling him, can't believe you're doing this. You think you're tough, but you're not, all that kind of stuff.
All right. Sabiiro, are you still stuck on the wall like Spider-Man?
Yeah, well, Spider-Man on the wall.
Okay. You've seen your brother get caught up in this force cage as the door kicks open. This
Mhm.
oddly whispering Archmage you recognize. He was Archmage when you were in school. seemingly giving you an out if you would like it. What do you want to do?
Well, Principal kills him. No.
You were
well,
absent 9 times. 9 times.
Yes.
Don't kill
I'm gonna be
Sabiiro. They
absent
think he's a
again.
righteous dude.
Well, he liked the
Save Sabiiro. Save
action
Sabiiro.
or the option to leave, but then he just got his book and so dismissive and now says to kill us. Well, that's no good.
That's rude.
So rude. Principal
It
kills
was.
him. Come on now. Do you know who I am? No. I was only absent
Oh,
9
you think so.
times. I guess he'll.
Class of 2018, bro. You don't remember me?
I would run up around. I would encircle the halls like I'm doing now, and then poof. And I guess he'll shadow step behind him and punch with a stunning strike.
Ooh.
Stun the bastard.
Let's see. 15 plus stuff plus sweetness 9. Yeah, 21.
Okay, to
Dirty
hit,
21 to hit.
yes.
Yeah. The key, spinning the key for that stunning strike. So you have to make I think you have to make a con save. Let me just double check that
Okay.
real quick.
I think so, too.
Dun, 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 dun.
Got lipstick on my shirt. Nobody warned me.
Oh damn.
I've never. I don't wear lipstick. I assume it comes out in the wash. I don't know. We'll find out. Stay tuned.
Tune in to the
no.
big
Con
cliffhanger
save.
of the week. How
Yeah.
I
my
don't know.
sweatshirt turns out.
I don't know.
Con save a DC 17.
Okay, it was exactly,
how
it
do
was
those-
exactly 17.
Ooh.
All right.
Lipstick
Well,
kicking.
I mean, he still gets punched.
Yeah.
So let me
I mean, he
give
still
him that
probably
damage.
punched him in the
Okay.
kidney.
Yeah, still
Right
punched
in
him.
the kidney.
Punched him good.
Plus, he's a
Ugh.
nerd, too. Like, you know, he's not used to
Yeah.
getting punched.
His pee is
Yeah.
gonna be a little bloody.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
Silah's
Oh
probably
snap! That's
too.
an 8 plus. That's 12. 12 with that punch.
Okay.
I guess he'll do it again. Punch again. Also spend another key for stunning strike. So I only have.
Yes. Might as
I'm
well.
running out. Yeah. So another DC 17 con save.
Okay.
Or fail.
13 this time.
Yes.
Yes.
And then 6. I guess 6 damage, 6 bludgeoning damage. But now you are stunned.
Okay.
That's great.
Best Twin Brother ever.
And I will just kind of take the book out of your hand. You're just kind of enfeebled a bit. And I was like, okay, I've got this book, idiot. And just kind of like backhand the principal, whatever, Kelson across his face.
And he stays like with the momentum. He doesn't even like straighten himself
Yeah.
back up. So.
Yeah.
Little indent on the cheek.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And that'll be his turn.
Okay, very nice. The priestesses are going to.
Stun strike real quick.
Let's see what the priestess is going to do. They're going to hurt somebody. I was like, I want to hurt somebody.
Let's see.
God damn it. Drow priestesses, heal bots. None of this is any good. Ooh! Never mind.
Automatically game fail.
Okay. You're going to see her beginning to kind of like chant and eyes like roll back into her head as she begins to chant. And after a moment, she starts to get sweaty and like really gets into it, almost to the point where she's shaking. And suddenly just everything stops and she looks and you can tell she failed at what she was attempting to do. The other one tries the same thing, same motions, same chanting. Only for the same result. The mage, not the archmage, but the other one in the room.
Uh-huh.
This is why you
Regular
priestesses are
mage.
useless. The wizards are the future of our society.
Ooh.
And he... I need everybody in the room.
That's
Oh,
not me.
that's just Sabiiro.
That's not
Just
me.
the twins, please, to give me
I got all
a-
happy.
a con save, please.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
That was my DC on this thing. I got it. Okay.
6.
Oh, thank God. 19.
Okay.
With my
Really
plus
scared. Only had a +2.
6. I have it a dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay. You're both going to save 8, 13, 18, 25. You're each going to take 12 poison damage as this noxious cloud begins to fill the room. The mage laughing the entire time.
You said 12?
Yes. It's
Ssapiira is going to be like, oh, I have this one too.
and he's going to
let's
start
see.
laughing. If you will not take the Archmage's offer, then we will all die. And the room's going to start filling with like this noxious cloud. Everybody's going to start coughing.
Yeah. Ssapiira's like, I was actually thinking about casting this one when we left.
Would the other people have to like make con saves
Yeah, I'm
too?
going to do them. I'm going to do them next.
He's like,
Archmage is going to Archmage is going to save. Still going to take the
It's like,
12.
wasn't this the spell that killed our puppy?
Oh.
I'm having traumatic
Ooh.
flashbacks now.
I think you're right.
Oh no, Fluffy, I miss him. My eyes start watering, but
He
it's
wasn't
because
very-
I'm sad.
Everybody in the
He
room,
wasn't
all of
very
the drow, are going to begin to cough.
Is
Uh,
it poison damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
The archmage or the mage laughing like the entire way as everybody in the room begins to cough. His inherent drow selfishness just giving zero fucks that he could kill everybody in this room.
Mm-hmm.
What's the deal with the archmage? Is it till the end of your turn or?
I think. Let me look it up again.
Oh no, it's like a full
It's
round.
long. Yeah, like until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so he gets skipped, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
basically.
just
Okay.
stunned.
All right, Silah, it is you.
All right. It is me. I will do a little spillage here to get myself out of here.
Okay.
Pop. Misty step right on out.
Give
Into the
me a
cloud.
charisma saving throw, please.
On. Charisma?
All right. That's going to suck.
If a creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel to leave the cage, it must first make a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
I did not know that until just now.
Ooh, nice.
Force cage.
Well, I did a pretty decent job with the saving. So let's see how we're...
All right, all right.
18.
It is not going to be enough, and you're gonna
Damn.
blink out like you should, and then
Fuck.
just poof back and even
Snap
be
right
slightly
back.
disoriented that you
All right, I'm gonna have to.
you did not manage to
Different
escape.
direction.
It's okay. I'm coming to save you guys.
I'm super pissed now.
Oh dang.
He would laugh at you, but he's stunned, so things are not
Yeah.
going well for everybody.
You
involved.
hear just like this deep, like kind of like.
Damn, this guy
It's like-
laughing
it's like-
at me.
it's like a throat laugh, but he's not.
He's trying
moving.
to cut his eye, like, so he can see, because after he got slapped, like, his eye's not oriented to, like, see, so he's desperate to look for the door and he can't find it.
All right, yeah, I guess that's all I'll do for this round.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna go back to brooding and being mad, thank you.
yeah, I will
Um,
do that well.
He does that He does that very well.
Yeah,
Pretty-
I
It's
think
pretty
so.
impressive.
All right, Ssapiira, it is
It
you.
is.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get expressed to my brothers. So I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic. And I'm pretty sure I'm I'm gonna save my 7th level spell slot. So I'm just gonna try to use a 3rd level and roll for it.
Okay.
So that's the DC of 10 plus the spell's level.
7.
Oh my god, I was so close to rolling a 20. No, that's a 2. So not quite. Fucking tipped at the last goddamn
Oh,
second.
okay. I was like, what the hell's your modifier that you rolled a 2 and
Fucking
you're like so close
bullshit.
to a 20, but I didn't quite get there. I was like, what do you roll?
No,
like a
no,
plus
I
17?
almost rolled a 20.
Okay.
No, it's
Um,
fucking fine.
the cage still sits. The coughing in the room increases. The archmage still freeze frame from being slapped.
Alright.
Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. Back up to the top with Sorn.
Sorn is going to use his most powerful weapon, and he's going to look at priestess number 2, which is closer to him,
Mhm.
and say, "The mage disrespected you, High Priestess. The mage, the male mage, said that you, a priestess of Loth, were useless. And now he's trying to kill you. What are you going to do about that? Are you going to suffer that disrespect, and you would call yourself a high priestess?"
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. That was pretty convincing. Like, I'm almost like not going to make you roll for it, but I need to. But yeah, that was, you hit all the notes.
Yeah. Boom. 19.
She looks incredulous at first, like how dare you speak to her for the exact reasons that you outlined. And she realizes that you're right. You're a male and beneath her, but like as sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while, that is your day. This is your moment of sunshine. And she does, like, looks at you, pissed, gives it a second. You can see the little drow wheels turn in her head. And you can just look and see that she just turns with this awful glare, as if with her eyes to ask, the audacity of this bitch, as she just burrows like laser beams through the mage's like eyes as he just continues to conjure this cloud. She's gonna cough, she's gonna look, and she's gonna kind of nod, and you know, she very explicitly says, "Fuck this guy" with her eyes. Nicely done. Anything else?
Nope. I've
caused enough
to do
turmoil. I'm good.
One last thing. Yes, I've caused turmoil. I will look at the other priestess across the room and go, "I know you heard that."
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Very nice. All right, Sabiiro. Oh, you're in the room too. So
Yeah, I'm in the room too. So
So
yeah.
you're coughing. You can see this, the fosterings of a mutiny, perhaps, like going on.
Yeah.
The tension in here is has taken a dramatically different turn than it did when you were just adversarial with each other.
Right.
Now it's awkward too.
Yeah. Like, all right then. And he'll just kind of like just strike Kelson with a booming blade
Okay.
punch. So that would be a 19 plus 20. It's over 20. Over 20 to hit.
Okay, yeah. His
Yeah.
AC's 12. He's a mage. He's a wizard.
Sheesh. Cool. So that's a 12, 13. 13 bludgeoning damage. And if he moves, now it's after the end of my turn. If he moves, it'll be another 14 damage. If he moves, thunder damage if he moves. And for my bonus action, me and my book are just gonna like shadow step right back out of here.
Nice.
Me and my book out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go be Harriet the Spy over here if you need me. The priestess closest to the door, ever since Sorn's speech, has just, you can see like the anger just boiling over. She's in a room with two guys, and somehow she is the bottom of this hierarchy in this room, and it does not sit well like with her at all. And she is going to look at them and with like a renewed commitment begin this chanting and this ritual. And let's see if she nails it this time. And despite all of her anger, still nothing, and you can see her visibly upset. And when it doesn't come to fruition, she looks at the other one. They nod at each other, and she too begins the ritual. And this time, she is going to succeed, and you're going to have to give me a second. I know where I have one. You guys are going to fight something that the Tuesday crew fought like almost a year ago.
Must be these. I know what you're talking about. I feel like.
I think I have an idea too, but
I don't have one, which is upsetting. She is just going to, let's see if I can find it. I'm not going to look too much harder, so don't think I'm slowing this down, but I'm positive I have it somewhere. I just got to find this stupid adventure in the icons.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching. Y'all watch me scroll through Owlbear looking for a fucking token. This is captivating.
That's all right.
It's captivating.
This is how it is.
Okay.
This is a real play.
This token is not going to be representative of what we're actually. But as she chants and just grows, you're going to see this vortex open up in the floor. And from the abyss spring forth this demon and just give this guttural roar. And as it appears, it looks at her. And she's just going to point. Drop priestess. I do have it. And it is going to just take 2 monster bites out of the Archmage. Which is what? Auto success, or how's this work? Because he's stunned. Advantage.
He's stunned.
I think it's true.
It was until the end of
think it's
G's
enough.
turn, I think. So he shouldn't be stunned anymore.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
he's gonna bite him twice.
It's still gonna hurt.
8, 9, 11, 16, 18, 9, 27, 32, 36, 39, 40. Archmage is going to take 42 damage as this demon just bites the ever-living shit out of him. The Archmage, his turn, is going to look suddenly very afraid. And they are, in fact, going to poof. Reappear. And then is going to start to run away. Silah. It's the Archmage's turn, sorry. What's this bastard gonna do?
I don't know.
Who's in the room?
Me.
Oh, that's not good. Having come to, seeing you as the only one left in the room with him, she's never going to forgive me for this, but I see no other choice. And Ssapiira, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for... Oh, no, wait, no, I don't. Ssapiira, how many hit points do you have?
Right now, I have 56.
Okay. He's going to begin chanting. He's going to cast Power Word Stun. And if the target has 150 hit points or fewer, it is stunned. Otherwise, the spell has no effect.
I don't have that much at maximum.
That's what I was like. I was like, is that a lot? Like, I have no idea. I was like, is that a lot? It's like, that seems like a lot, but I don't.
That's
I
a lot,
literally have no idea.
That is a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. That's,
how many do you have?
Maybe Tenta has that many.
Yeah, that's what.
I do.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like,
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna be.
I have that many.
You're gonna be
Okay.
stunned. You can make saving throw on the end of each of your turn until you're successful, but otherwise.
Okay.
You're good to go. This is how it is until you make your save.
Okay.
Or no, you have to make a save to get free.
Right.
DC is going to be 20.
right.
All right, Silah, it is you.
What can I see through the bars of this thing? I can see through.
You can
right?
see everything. You're basically in like a magical, like old Western, like prison cell. You know, the bars are still pretty far apart. You can see, you could kick, you could probably reach and grab somebody if you wanted to, but you're just confined to this space.
All right. Well, Kelsen right there. He's not the only mage, right?
He's
One
the
and
only
two.
mage currently. They're priestesses. The other mage is the one that's making a break for it.
Would that be number 2 who's making a break for it?
That's mage number 1. This one up here.
Oh, there he is. There he is. I see him.
Yeah. Priestess 1, priestess 2, archmage, demon.
Can't get him. All right. Well, I'm going to shoot a lightning lure out at Kelsen and try and grab him with it.
Okay.
So
What
let's
happens? You
see
pull him
here.
towards you, don't you?
I can pull him towards me or push him away from me,
Okay.
but I'm going to be pulling him towards me in this usage of it.
Okay.
Lightning lure. Okay, so he needs to make a 16 strength save.
Oh, shit. Ooh. The nerds are not very strong.
That's why I was going after the nerds.
4.
Okay, well, he definitely did not succeed.
No.
With a 4. And he takes 13 lightning damage.
Okay. G, is it on your next turn if he moves, or if he moves at all? For the booming blade.
He has to move under his own volition, I think, for booming blade. But I'm not 100%.
It's just if he moves at all.
Well, if he
But-
moves at all, he's getting Zap Town then. Because he sure did get moved.
Yeah, I would look it up, but
I got it.
that's how I feel.
I got it. Because I got all the spells out. Because I got all the spells out. Hey, where's all the... God, the old interface from the older stuff of 5th edition on D&D Beyond. It's like, bro, I can tell you guys use the old stuff, and this is one of them.
If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then, the target takes
Yes.
1d8 thunder damage.
Yes, so
Okay,
willingly.
it's willingly.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, I thought so. That was
okay.
a part of the kicker there.
All right, so you're going to yank him towards you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then now that he's close to me, I'm going to stab him through the bars.
He has this very, like, panicked look about him. She doesn't have to know. We can all just leave. She'll
I know.
She won't find us if she thinks we're dead. Just let me go.
Well, this is unfortunate for you, Kelson. I have crit.
Does it look at you quizzically, not familiar with that term?
Just real quickly, I'm like, it's a game mechanic. Don't worry about it.
Does this look like a game to you? Yeah.
This
I
just
know.
needs to be in the new D&D movie.
So
yeah, actually it does.
Yeah, this is a game.
It is. It's weird. Let's see.
Very aware
So-
of everything. On a higher plane. Nerds laughing and rolling dice.
2d6.
All it means is that he stabbed you extra hard.
Kind of like wolf
So-
whispering in my ear, but funnier.
So 26 plus what I got rolling here. So that's 32 and so 39 damage
Okay.
from the crit.
Amazing.
All right. So go ahead and describe how you do this.
Okay, this is a complex kill right here that isn't often seen. So the lightning lure shoots out of my hand and grabs him, hits him in the back of the head, and pulls him towards the force cage. And as he gets back pressed up against the force cage, I just stick my sword right up through his back and right up out his mouth and pull it out and bleh.
Body's just going to go lifeless. As it does, the force cage is going to drop. The priestesses are going to suddenly be in this awkward position that
Yeah. Needless to say.
The demon kind of takes a little kind of step back. Ssapiira, it's going to be your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm not really interested in being here anymore, and we kind of got what we came for. So, and the cage is gone. That's awesome.
Yeah, I hate that thing.
Yeah. So, am I still stunned?
No, you're gonna be good.
I'm good. Okay, awesome.
You're gonna come to. He's gonna be lying in a like pierced, bloody pile next to you. The cage is gonna be gone, and the
Fantastic.
demeanor of the priestesses are definitely gonna be significantly different than they were a moment ago. The room is
Good.
awkward, but for a different reason now.
All right. I am going to take a step out of the room next to my brothers and then turn and be like, you mentioned her. You want to elaborate on that for me?
I don't know much. We only know he doesn't serve the matron mother. He serves someone else.
Oh?
He's
Anything
had
else?
this scheme. This room is the center point of his entire plan.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know much else, matron mother. Please show us mercy. We were only doing what we were told.
That's a terrible excuse, but I'll consider it. Yeah, if you want to tell me the much else part of what you know. What are these maps, drawings on the wall?
The previous resident spent a lot of their time here in isolation, and I imagine it's a sign of madness, a way to keep the mind from fracturing permanently while locked in this room.
So this wasn't him.
Oh, no. No. He kept her in here.
Her?
They're gonna kind of point to Sabiiro. Look on the inside of the book. Look at the inscription. The book, the cover of it is going to be The Druid's Guide to the Underdark. And on the inside, there is going to be an inscription. To Vilna, may your path be your own. Signed, Jarl Axel.
Huh.
So Vilna, that's the woman who he kept here. And where is she now?
We don't know.
Did you
We haven't seen her in years.
in years?
He always talked about how much he loved her, and he kept her here studying what she knew and what she was becoming. And it wasn't until recently that she escaped.
So she was a prisoner.
From her perspective, probably. From his, he was protecting her.
Right. What was she becoming?
The future of their house.
Also, a druid sister.
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna look at Sorn and nod. Imagine the matron mother's disappointment when her only daughter does not seek to follow in her footsteps, but to follow along her own path. Imagine the power an ambitious male consort could use to leverage his renegade daughter against his less than pleased partner. He kept her here to harness her power to overthrow his wife. And now she is gone.
Complicated.
Families often are.
Mm-hmm.
Makes for sound reasoning for change, sister.
As they talk and they answer your questions, their hands are going to be up in a very magically threatening way. She's going to dispel the demon. We only seek to be free of this house. Let us go. We will speak nothing of this to the matron mother.
Sister, show mercy.
Go then.
They're going to look, you're drow, you're kind of deceptive. They're going to look at each other. Matron mother, you will not regret this. And they are going to just poof out of existence. You can only hear just the distant footsteps of the mage just running through his life. You can just hear him clock, 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 clock through the hallways. A silence falls over as the gravity of this information kind of registers. And obviously, with the big expositional note, that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Nice.
All right.
I like it.
So the mystery starts to come and fill in. We've once again done more questions than answers because we like Lost. Smoke monsters and hatches, plot lines that go nowhere.
Even when they gave us answers, we didn't like them.
Really, that's the answer you're gonna give, bro? For 4 years, and this is what you came up with? Whack. All right, so we came back with quite the vengeance. I miss these people very much so, and every week they show up and just absolutely kill it. Behind their great characters, they're even better people. Before we get out of here, we let them say a little bit about themselves. I'll do a little channel business, and then we will get out of here. Let us start. Let's see. Who are we going to start with? Who's the biggest day? God, you all did really well. All right, let's start kind of in the off track. Sabiiro, you have this book, right?
Okay.
It is if this was 3.5, it would be like the Druid manual. It's a nice splat book, like leather embossed, like the real high-end 3.5 books. Inscription from your... Oh, you don't know who Jarl Axel is, but he's a big deal.
I mean, he was that dude, that guy with the feather.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the feather guy.
Yeah, that's
guy.
the big takeaway.
He wanted this book.
He wanted, yeah.
So he's like
Cool
a drow
feather.
pimp? Is that what this is? Like, you just say that?
Maybe.
Wow, him.
He's the
Hey,
cool-
baby, you want to get me a book?
Well, I'll just
I've
maybe
never
keep
heard
this
Draco.
So what does
Never heard
Sabiiro
Draco
think
described
about
so perfectly.
this little bit of information as best as either you, the player, or the character can process this?
Yeah. This is quite a surprise to me, player G, but also a surprise to Sabiiro. That is not because Vilna has been so hidden and mysterious. Knew it was Velfin's twin sister, and so he has a twin sister. So like, okay, that's a thing that he knows about. Uh, and he knew that Vilna was like super religious, not unlike him, right? Like Sabiiro with his special connection to love. So this is quite a surprise, and this book is now very much more interesting. He's glad he picked it up. He might keep it. Uh, and wondering what uh, Vilna's turning into with all these spider webs. Uh, Anything like Loth herself or any kind of dridery kind of thing is very intriguing to Sabiiro as well. This is very perplexing, very enticing in a way. He wants to know more. What is going on?
Nice.
Yeah. Like what?
Nice. And then tell us about our friend G.
Hey, I'm G. It's great to play. It's great to play.
It is.
Uh,
Missed
I'm
you
a
guys.
very busy dad. Even this evening, so many things are happening. So I'm glad I was able to participate as much as I can, which isn't very much. So I appreciate what I get, and I like you guys. I like playing with you guys, and this is all great.
Awesome.
And so yeah,
That's fun.
that's it.
Let's
Awesome.
go to our frustrated drow in a box, Silah. You spent most of your
What a
time
great
like
move.
kind of boxed in, still worked your way around it. You've now pretty much mauled 2 members of this family. Feeling pretty good, right? That's gotta tickle your pickle.
Oh yeah. I definitely have some notches in my sword at this point,
Nice.
and I'm very proud of.
Any of this matter to you at all? The kind of
Larger scheme of
little,
things.
the little mystery of it, or is it that Silah probably doesn't care as long as everybody's dead in the end?
And that's basically it. He's concerned because his siblings are concerned, but he's pretty single-minded on just putting this Verge family to the sword. So anything that gets in between him and that is probably going to be shuffled off onto his siblings to worry about.
Can I stab this now? Yes. Cool. Is it going to make you guys less anxious? Yes. Also cool. Then stabby stab.
Glad to do it. Poke, poke.
Yeah. I'm here to help. Family bonding. All right. And then tell us about our friend Tenta.
I'm Tenta. I played Silah tonight, and I'm just 39-year-old dude. I'm surrounded by my cats right now because they won't leave me alone. They're trying to get my warmth. It's cold in the Oklahoma tonight. And yeah, just glad to be here amongst these guys and part of everything. And yeah, grateful. So thank you.
Awesome. All right. Let us slide over. I've intentionally kind of given everybody almost a mirror in the NPCs. G got kind of a high school rival. Tenta got somebody who just wanted to be him. And in Velzen, I wanted somebody to mirror kind of Sorn, that not really following into the kind of societal norms, having ambition of his own. And so
talk his way out of the problem.
So Sorn, you've seen this person, the consort of the matron mother, exhibit traits that you probably can at least recognize, if not relate to. Any remorse about putting him down, or no?
No, no remorse, because this house has caused a great bit of disruption on my family, but at the same time, they have been the perfect tool for Sorn, because even towards the end of combat, as he was talking to his sister, it felt like she was listening to what he said. And that's exactly where he wants to be. His sister being the mated mother, him behind the throne, advising her so we can take change on this I lost my words of this city, society. Thank you, G.
There you go.
Society. Thank you.
We'll figure it out. It's all right. Words are hard.
Yeah.
And then tell us about our friend Michael.
So tired this week. Foster parent 9, amazingly emotionally damaged kids, and it has been a very, very long week, and I needed this from the bottom of my soul.
Hey, glad we could be here for you. All right, last and not least, our Prince cosplayer, who does her best to outdo us fashionably every single week, if not a dress or even like a bra that she was very proud of that she put on for us. Today it's makeup and an adorable little hat. So we keep playing the somewhat mystery box with Ssapiira. And as we've seen, everybody has kind of a mirror, and yours is somewhat coming into focus. Mm-hmm. You feel some type of way that you might not be as unique, or is this kind of the potential for like a kindred spirit that you might not be alone in your particular like brand of weirdness?
It still feels very mysterious to her. She's interested that there's like this book about like druid stuff with the Underdark, because she hasn't really found anything like that. Most of what she learned was very like self-taught, raw kind of. She kind of met a mushroom infested dead guy that she hasn't told anyone about, actually, and talked to a bunch of mushrooms. So there was definitely no real like schooling that went on there. But yeah, I know it'll be interesting to meet someone else who is even remotely close to the same school of magic. So yeah, she's more curious than anything else. Wary because there haven't been very many good or trustworthy drow to speak of. She mostly only trusts her brothers. And she's not sure if she would even call them good people necessarily, but
she really knows us.
You're trustworthy for what I need you for.
Yeah. But she's just pretty sure they wouldn't stab her in the back, that's all.
Hey, and in drow society, that's probably pretty good.
That's you're doing good if you get there. Yeah,
you're doing
that's saying
great.
Something. Yeah, that's a good relationship right there.
Awesome. And then tell us about our friend Litza.
I had this week off of work, so I had a great week relaxing, and I'm reaching the end of it, and so it's been good. I'm glad I got to hang out with you guys again tonight. It was really, really fun, as always.
Awesome. All right, that's going to do it. This is our amazing cast, like I said, every single week. I'm so thankful for them and all the people we get to play with here on the channel, just to come out and enjoy this hobby that we all have such a great time with, tell a great story together. I needed this too. My work week has been horrendous. It's the first game I've had in a week and a half. So thank you to all of you for coming out and being here and being amazing like you always are. I'm not going to do a bunch of channel business. I'm just going to get out of here. Thank you to everybody who watched tonight. As always, thank you to my amazing players for just being so great. I hope you guys are having as much fun with this as I am. We will be off the air, but still playing on Tuesday. We don't want anybody to see us stumbling and bumbling our way through the beginnings of learning Pathfinder. We will be back on Wednesday night for what I believe to be episode 28 of Dynasty of Dragons, as that campaign really starts to get to the tail end of it. And then we will be back here next Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, for episode 6 of Legacy of Blood, as we really careen towards the finale here. To everybody who watched, thank you very much. As always, to my players, I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. We're out of here. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. We'll see everybody next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.